Mr. Chairman, I'm personally against the bill in front of us today, but I know that many of my fellow committee members will vote for it because they see it as a moderate alternative to the HELP and the House bills. But, you know, after my experience with the HELP bill, I do have news for my colleagues. This bill, this so-called moderate health care reform bill, will not be the bill that we will see in the next few weeks that will come to the Senate floor. It will not be the bill that comes out of the House-Senate Conference Committee. It is not even the bill that this committee was considering last week, considering the comments by my friend and colleague Senator Kyl. I refer to the carve-outs for Nevada, then Oregon, Rhode Island, Michigan, with regard to Medicaid costs to states, and the carve-outs for states like New York that set a higher threshold for taxes on the so-called Cadillac plans, along with 16 other states. As I have stated, the bill that comes to the Senate floor after having been merged with a HELP bill and the conference report that comes out at the end of this process will be radically different. And it will contain all of the policies that many of you who may vote for this bill today say you oppose. A government-run insurance plan, higher taxes on American families and small businesses, a job-killing employer-payer pay tax, costly insurance market rating restrictions, bloated government entitlement programs, and robust tools for the government to ration your health care. I know people say that that is not there, but it is not prohibited. Well, trust me, a vote for this bill will be a vote for that bill. If you could but resist the urge to play into the hands of those who would lead this country down that path and instead take a thoughtful step-by-step road that could result in at least a half a dozen productive bipartisan reforms. I know, Mr. Chairman, my colleagues, you are very tired of hearing me repeatedly say in hearing after hearing that we should have placed a big sign at the back of our hearing room that says do no harm. We should have had it as a flashing light. With this ever-changing bill, unfortunately, we have failed that test. And as I have said before as well, I am terribly concerned that we are riding hell for leather into a health care box canyon full of spending quicksand, cactus tax hikes, policy briar patches, complete with CMS regulatory scorpions, rattlesnakes, and bad news bears. Something like riding your pickup over a whole tangle of barbed wire and getting out of this, Mr. Chairman, and back on solid ground to make Medicare solvent is going to be a mighty rough and long ride. So for all of these reasons, and for any of these reasons, I would urge my colleagues to vote no on this bill. I yield back the balance of my time.